We will begin with a quick recap of what has happened over the last 9 months so far before we go into rebooking the end of this story.
As my friend, I hope you understand. I really need to do this by myself. On Saturday, I'm winning on my own, like you did. By yourself, you don't master the king. Yatte-mi-re. Fine, yatte-mi-re. Yatte-mi-re. You better win. Asuka, you don't need to do this. The match is happening. I need to teach Rhea respect.
Thinking about it here, though, isn't she? She's climbing up onto the apron right next to Rhea. Just do it, Kairi! Oh, Rhea catches it!
Took a beat too long.
Oh, the Empress Impact backfires! Roll up by Rhea! Rhea wins it! Rhea wins it!
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley!
Well, a kabuki collision there.
Oh, the mist!
Poison mist in the eyes!
The mist is in the eyes, Wade!
And losing her eyesight is Rhea Ripley.
Now Asuka is pointing to Kairi and saying, now do it. As Rhea's been blinded here, and Kairi is on the attack. And now they both are just beating down on a helpless, misted Rhea Ripley. Iyo Sky.
Longtime friend of the Kabuki Warriors, though they have intentions. Wait up.
Pleading with Asuka not to do this. And looks like potentially a resolution is met. Yep, hugging it out in the middle of the ring.
Way back, and finally someone was able to talk some sense into Asuka and indeed Kairi Sane. The damage clearly done already to Rhea.
Oh! A spinning strike as Asuka turns on Iyo. No, she's ordering Kairi as well to attack, and she is! Kairi is attacking Iyo Sky.
Well, Asuka has been at loggerheads with Iyo Sky for weeks now. Came to a boil after that loss at WrestlePalooza.
Oh, this is horrible to see. And now Kairi, another liner up. Rhea's trying to get back to her feet. She
can't see a thing.
She can't see a thing. Empress Impact as Rhea can't see, and Iyo's being beaten down.
Oh, as vicious as you like. The Kabuki Warriors taking whatever they want tonight.
Oh, Iyo is just so compromised, being held up here as Kairi is just delivering on these brutal orders. An insane elbow right across the upper body of Iyo.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Asuka got her wish.
Can you believe this? And this scene we're witnessing.
Got some water for you right here. Here's a towel.
Can you see at all? Can you see at all? Kairi, get away from me! Thank you. I just wanna talk. Iyo, we can still be a family. It's not too late. Just follow me and apologize, Asuka. She will forgive you. Apologize? Get away from me, Kairi! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
The moment with the photos there was really powerful, I feel. I can't show any PLE footage in this series, otherwise I get blocked by YouTube. So instead I'm going to summarise what happens here. Rhyo defeated the Kabuki Warriors at Crown Jewel, with Kairi sacrificing herself to protect Asuka.
You lost! Huh? 分かってんな? Huh? Rhea and Iyo still have this respect! Huh? 分かってんな? Asuka-san, I'm so sorry about that. But I can fix this. Maybe I will talk Iyo. まだ言ってんのかよ, おい! You need to fix the dishonor you caused me! Tonight, you will face Rhea Ripley. You will destroy Rhea and everyone, reminds everyone that I am in charge. 分かったな? Better win. 姉さん待って。姉さん look! This, because I tried to help you. You do not understand your fucking bugger! Ganbare!
At this point I'm sort of skimming through the story because I want to get to the rebooking as quickly as possible, but I'm summing up here that Asuka and Kairi, the Kabuki Warriors, won the Tag Team Championships. They joined forces with various others for the Survivor Series War Games, and then eventually lost the Tag Team Championships to Rhyo.
おいこらIyo! お前わしを裏切ったな。自分のファミリー、家族を裏切ったんやぞこら。I loved you. Asuka loved you. Iyo! 裏切り者！お前はただ謝ってわしを先輩として認めて接しとったらよかったんや。ほんだらまた受け入れたったのにな。せやのにお前はわしをコケにしたあのリア・リプリを選びよったんやほら。お前ら二人これからは痛みだけを味わうことになんねんぞこら。January 5th in Brooklyn.The Kabuki Warriors will end Rhea and Iyo and retain our tag team champions!
The moments where Asuka was constantly shouting for Kairi became somewhat a bit of a popular meme. I'm going to show a little compilation of it here.
I'm so sorry!
I don't know what to do.
Again, I can't actually show the Royal Rumble, but as you can see, Kairi accidentally eliminated Asuka. And as we know, Rhea Ripley won the Elimination Chamber. It's from this point that I'm going to start the rebooking. And so, we begin. The Elimination Chamber has just taken place. No changes to the chamber itself. So we're going to begin with Raw, 2nd of March 2026. As you'll see from the footage that I use here, I'm actually not changing this episode at all. It's going to be exactly the same. The Gauntlet for the Women's Intercontinental Championship is also going to remain intact.
Let me lose! You shouldn't be in the chamber! わかってる! どうやっておれ! 아니야. But Savannah! 난야. Last week. 난야, last week. 난야, 내 거를. You said. Yeah, you said, I did good. I did good. I did good? どこがじゃボケ! おい、いつの話してんねん! わし舐めてんのか、俺ボケ! わし負けてんねんぞ、これボケ! しまった、これ!
Hey girl, you good? Just blink twice if you need any help or...
Well, our new Intercontinental Champion, AJ Lee, joins us live next.
And so, next week, 9th of March 2026, we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contender Gauntlet. We have exactly the same participants that we had in reality. Iyo Sky, Bayley, Ivy Nile, Asuka, Raquel Roderiguez, and Lyra Valkeria.
The birds are calling, and once again, Lyra Valkeria has answered.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkeria.
A superstar with unique in-ring style and endless heart, both of which have quickly propelled her to unimaginable heights in WWE. From NXT Women's Champion to the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion.
And Women's Tag Team Champion, all thanks to one person, Becky Lynch.
Sure, if we're delusional in rewriting history. The genius of the sky is Lynch.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring
ability inside the square circle. High flying to striking to technical prowess. This one, you better watch out, man.
Money in the Bank winner and a contract holder, of course, multi-time world champion, multi-time tag team champion.
For the sake of time, I'm going to go over this pretty quickly. But basically, this is a fast-paced opener for Iyo and Lyra Valkeria. There's lots of counters, mutual respect throughout. We've seen them fight several times before. Iyo wins this clean with an over the moonsault. She helps Lyra up immediately, handshake, and the crowd applauds.
Pound for pound, one of the strongest superstars in the women's division.
The fall is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing American made from Knoxville, Tennessee, Iyo.
Pound for pound, baby. Easily one of the strongest women in the WWE today.
Ivy Nile has now entered. Short powerhouse segment. Iyo survives this round using speed. Iyo nearly wins with a brutal German suplex. Iyo counters a power slam into a crucifix pin. Iyo has now eliminated Ivy Nile, but is now visibly exhausted. Next in comes Raquel Roderiguez. Raquel immediately overwhelms and exhausted Iyo. There's no blood feud energy, it's just terrible timing and a physical disadvantage. Iyo fights bravely. There's a near fall after a springboard dropkick, but Raquel hits the Tejana bomb. Unlike what happened in real life, there is no post-match attack. Iyo exits with dignity, and as she leaves, she glances back. She can see from the entranceway that Asuka is watching with an unreadable expression. The commentators say, Iyo Sky fought her heart out tonight, and that's exactly the problem. She had nothing left.
The role model is here, man. Not totally sure which version of Bayley we're getting tonight, but I know this. Bayley's gonna handle her business.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, Bayley!
Oh, Bayley's done staying in the background, done letting others take that spotlight away from her. This is the first ever women's triple crown, first ever Grand Slam champion. She's won everything, I mean everything in the WWE, and still got that passion inside her. Show some love, baby, for Bayley.
Bayley and I may not be the best of friends, but I can't deny the talent she has in the ring or the contribution she's made to WWE outside the ring.
Oh, this woman is a history maker.
Next, in comes Bayley. Targets off Raquel's knee throughout. Raquel dominates power exchanges, but Bayley's strategy pays off. Bayley dodges a corner splash. Then we get the Rose Plant and a clean elimination. Bayley proceeds.
What a fight by Ivy Nile tonight.
Words right out of my mouth.
But now, Corey, it comes down to these two women. Bayley and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. AJ Lee, we know she's watching this matchup. Good luck. You're going to face one of these two with the Intercontinental title on the line.
And here comes the Empress of Tomorrow, fresh as a daisy. Bayley just survived a grueling battle with Ivy Nile, and things are about to get much harder. Oh my God!
What a forearm to Asuka. May have broken her jaw.
You ain't kidding.
Quite the history with Bayley and Asuka as well, and Kairi Sane. Kairi trying to come to the aid of Asuka. Oh! And look at Asuka taking advantage. Kairi running interference. And Asuka's taken over. Asuka, Bayley. Who's going for an Intercontinental title match?
Look at this.
Bang!
The match escalates intensity. Bayley nearly steals it with the Rose Plant. Asuka barely kicks out. Bayley goes for the elbow drop. Asuka moves. Bayley crashes. Asuka locks in the Asuka lock immediately. Kairi is at ringside, visibly distressed. Bayley fights towards the ropes. Asuka screams her normal. The split-second hesitation allows Asuka to grapevine tighter. Bayley is eventually forced to tap out, and Asuka wins the Gauntlet, becoming the new #1 contender for the Women's IC Championship. Kairi enters the ring. Although Asuka has not won a championship yet, but acts as if it's already hers. Acts really arrogantly while Kairi cautiously applauds. Asuka grabs Kairi's wrist and forcibly raises her arm. So what you just saw there was that I have now got Asuka winning the Gauntlet instead of Bayley. But other than that, most of the stuff is untouched. We also do not have Raquel Roderiguez taking out Iyo Sky and leaving her unconscious to be pinned by Ivy Nile. However, I'm actually having to move and find a different reason to get the Bayley AJ Lee match and put it on a different week. But I really feel that if we were getting Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee at WrestleMania, what was the point of this Gauntlet? All it did was just give us an excuse to get a match that, wasn't actually a Mania match, and also to elevate a Raquel versus Iyo feud that really was just filler and ended up really derailing the Asuka Iyo Kairi story. So I've got rid of it completely and changed the results here. On Raw, 16th of March, AJ Lee defends her Women's Intercontinental Championship against the winner of last week's Gauntlet, who was Asuka. AJ Lee and Bayley have a backstage discussion where they plan a match for next week regardless who wins tonight. While you also see Kairi and Asuka have more tension backstage. Before the match between AJ Lee and Asuka, AJ Lee picks up the microphone for a promo.
And his opponent, representing the Kabuki Warriors, from Osaka, Japan,
She is mysterious, she is hypnotic, she is lethal. She is Asuka, and there is no one else like her.
dangerous she is. She is not someone to ever take lightly, and she plans to prove that again tonight. Drop kick. Beautiful.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
What do they have planned here? Kicks! Smashing the face right into the ground. Just stretching out the arm. An injured shoulder puts you below square one. This is a smart strategy here. Slam down hard. Ooh! And she's returning fire.
Going for the heel now. And cranking that joint.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
Great presence of mind by Lee.
Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
Oh, blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Ooh. Somehow still standing, somehow still punching away.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken.
Who's an early pin attempt? Forces the shoulder up. Yeah, this early, no chance.
Bam!
Oh, nice leg lariat there.
Getting mentally in check, and I think the physicality part is coming soon.
No time.
Or just crashing into the table.
Snapmare takeover. Kick right in the spine. Goal! Oh, foot just stomping down. Looks like she's heading back into the ring.
Evades the attack.
Right hand after right hand. This is ugly.
Ambushing and attacking AJ Lee from behind. And Becky Lynch obviously has had enough. It's been 6 long months of Becky Lynch being embarrassed and humiliated and tapped out by AJ Lee. And finally Becky snapped.
Enough is enough. The man has come for the Intercontinental Champion tonight in San Antonio.
Wiping the smile off the face of AJ Lee. Just a vicious assault by Lynch.
Lynch is absolutely unhinged. An all-out assault being launched on the Intercontinental Champion by the former champion, Big Time Bex. Lynch is out here to make a statement.
And a statement she is making. Becky beating the hell out of AJ Lee. And again, it's been embarrassment for Becky for months. She's tried to blame everybody under the sun for not being able to beat AJ Lee. But AJ's had her number. And tonight, Becky Lynch has lost it.
Arm wringer. Uh-oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in.
Oh, Asuka lock. Asuka lock. And just look at how tight.
Oh, can't take anymore. It's tapping out.
Here's your winner. AJ Lee will need to find a way to deal with this loss.
In this version of the story, I had Becky Lynch instead of just randomly attacking AJ Lee. Becky Lynch costs AJ Lee the Intercontinental Championship. 23rd of March 2026 will see Kairi Sane facing off against Lyra Valkeria on a one-on-one match. Reason for this change is because Bayley is now busy having a one-on-one match against AJ Lee in singles competition. I won't actually include the Bayley versus AJ Lee match here, as it's exactly the same as the one we actually got the week prior in real life. So we'll move on to what happened with Kairi versus Lyra. And I don't want to change that because that was really, really good. I just took the Intercontinental title out of the equation. Of course, I can take the IC title out of this story, but I chose to leave it in for reasons that will become apparent later.
Oh, here we go. Lyra's making everyone hoot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkeria.
A woman who has called herself the Celtic goddess of war. We've already seen Valkeria forge herself in battle.
Colder, sharper, more dangerous than ever. Kairi Sane may be all smiles right now, but just wait until the bell
Your
rings.
opponent from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane has certainly had lots of ups and downs throughout her WWE career, but she always comes back with a vengeance.
There is so much determination and drive in Kairi Sane. I don't think anything can ever truly keep her down.
Yeah, she always comes back better, bigger, and meaner than before.
It's about to get insane up here. Kairi Sane about to flip the switch.
With her pirate garb and her doubloons, but when Sane's in that ring, all bets are off. Sane is vicious, she's unforgiving, and she's as dangerous a competitor as they come.
Yeah, you could just look in Kairi's eyes and see how focused she is. No more smiles, just an insatiable drive to win.
But you gotta admire Lyra Valkeria. There are doubters, but Lyra's proven them all wrong. You can't stop this woman from soaring through the sky to reach her goals.
Yeah, you're free to underestimate Lyra Valkeria, but you do so at your own risk. Got out and has now cinched in the hammerlock.
Turning things around and rocking on the armbar.
And smoothly transitions into the hammerlock.
Makes a move and now locks in the arm. Precision punch. And a wheelbarrow roll-through pin attempt.
Turns the tables, shoulders down. This is it, shoulders down.
I won't go into any further details to what actually occurs in this match. Basically, Lyra beats Kairi clean here, simply because Asuka is not at ringside. If you want to see a match actually play out like that, I suggest checking out the one that they did on Main Event in August 25. Essentially, we just need Lyra to get the win here.
This loss is your fault. If you care, our team make it to me. 来んじゃねえ、来んじゃねえ。I know we have had our ups and downs recently, but you don't deserve to be treated like this, Kairi. You deserve better. Kairi! Rhea がスマックダウンに行って、私はタッグのチャンピオンではなくなって、今度はいろんなことが見えてきた。カイリは自分でアスカの後をついていくことを選んだかもしれないけど、アスカの今のカイリへの態度はどう考えてもおかしい。カイリはそれに気づくべきだし、そこから離れるべきなんだよ。気づいてほしい。何かが必要。あとラクエル、なんかわかんないけど私のことすごいつけ回してるけど、来週マジソンスクエアガーデンでこのイオスカイ様がラクエルぶっ倒してあんたのこともどっかにやってやるから。カイリとアスカはその後なんとかする。大丈夫、私ならできるね。
You might have noticed that I'm not focusing at all on the Iyo and Raquel feud that occurred. That's because while it is there, in this version of the story, the focus is entirely on what is going on with Iyo, Asuka and Kairi themselves. I feel the Raquel feud was filler and obviously what led to them not getting what they needed to by Mania. It's kind of there to elevate the story rather than be a distraction. Iyo Sky versus Raquel Roderiguez still happens on this night, but in a different context. There's no real feud going on here. It's not a primary focus. It doesn't distract from a potential match at Wrestlemania.
Iyo feeling desperate, but you had to expect a cover like that when you're dealing with someone as strong as Raquel. And here come the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka ordering Kairi.
Look at Kairi. She looks scared to death of Asuka. I don't think Kairi wants to be out here. And Iyo trying to figure out, saying, Kairi, what are you doing? Raquel, though, just blasted Kairi and Asuka. And Iyo rolls up Raquel.
Raquel still too much power this deep in the game.
Another bullet train attack from Sky. Trying to put Raquel in position for the over-the-moonsault. Asuka was screaming at Kairi.
Well, Iyo needs to keep her eye on the ball.
Yeah, but she's had enough and she wipes out Asuka. Iyo wiping out Asuka.
Iyo might have wiped herself out in the process.
Again, explaining to Kairi, I did this for you. Enough of the abuse from Asuka.
Can't believe Iyo is able to walk upright.
Well, Raquel, though, looking to take advantage of the distraction with a Tejana bomb. Raquel with the win.
Here is your winner, Raquel Roderiguez.
見たあのアスカの態度。カイリ、気づいてよ。カイリ、もうあんなのおかしいでしょ。髪の毛掴まれてあんな怯えた顔して、あんなの本当のカイリじゃない、あんなの本当のカイリじゃないって私は知ってるのに、全部アスカのせいで本当のカイリが失われてる。アスカ、 今日みたいなのじゃ済まない。あんたはもっと私があんたに分からせてやる。あんたはもうこれ以上好きなようにさせない。私があんたを止める。アスカ、私はあんたを許さない。
おい、誰のせいや。あ、痛かったな。ごめんなさい。触んな。いいよこれ。こいつに構うな。わかったな。こいつはわしのもんや。わかったか。言うこと聞け。な。good girl.
We have to cover a little bit of SmackDown here, but once we've done this little section, I'll explain why.
And her opponent, accompanied by B-Fab from Fontana, California, Michin!
Well, Michin just 3 weeks ago was the rival opponent to Jade Cargo, who will be opposite Rhea Ripley in a couple weeks in Vegas. Then brokered the deal, plotting, and Michin has been by her side, damaging Rhea Wade.
Yeah, this was last week. Ripley supposed to be taking on B-Fab. The match did not last long because things broke down in a hurry. And this was the match that got thrown out after this attack from Jade Cargill. Now Jade Cargill et al. Sending a major message to Rhea Ripley with one jaded. And if that connects at WrestleMania in 2 weeks' time, it will be a successful defense for Cargill. Looking for that prism trap.
Prism trap. Locked in.
We haven't seen that for some time. There it is, tap out.
As she looks through Jade Cargill and doesn't release it. And now B-Fab gets right in there against Ripley. She's staring a hole through her soon-to-be championship opponent. Oh! Cut down from behind. And now we've seen 3 straight weeks of this. For 3 straight weeks, it has been Jade Cargill. Just in time. Iyo Sky, Rhea's closest, dearest ally. There will be no Jaded right now.
Well, just in the nick of time for Rhea bloody Ripley. No finer woman for the job.
Synchronized drop kicks. Iyo Sky, just when mommy needed her most.
Taking a little vacation from Raw to head over here to the blue brand and help Mammy out. And Jade Cargill did not like a taste of her own medicine just 2 weeks before that showdown at WrestleMania.
Saturday night, Stand and Deliver. Going to be awesome here in St. Louis.
I owe you. Thank you. You're the best.
Excuse me, Rhea. You've been outnumbered ever since Jade recruited Michin and B-Fab. Was Iyo showing up tonight a proactive way of evening the odds ahead of WrestleMania?
Come on, Kath. I mean, week after week, Jade has proved to me that she can't do this on her own. But the thing is, she didn't think that I had a backup plan. The difference between Jade and I is she has followers. Well, me? I got friends.
Best friends.
Hey.
So no matter what, I will always have your back, Rhea.
Thank you. And look, I'm always gonna have yours too. And when we're together, we're bloody unstoppable. And that is exactly why, when it comes to WrestleMania, I will be walking out the new women's champion. Catch you later.
Now, I know I'll get some criticism for including the Rhea versus Jade stuff. I didn't actually mind it. Here, I'm using it to elevate the story of Iyo, Asuka and Kairi, rather than it be a distraction. I think adding Iyo to the Rhea Jade feud actually really helps that feud in the end, and I'm trying to think about the landscape of what WWE has given me. I'm trying to think about where everything else on the card actually fits. If I don't include Iyo in that stuff, I think the Rhea Jade stuff really suffers as a result. Also, I think this ultimately shows a massive contrast between the friendship between Rhea and Iyo, contrasting with what you can see with Asuka and Kairi going on. And I think that's really good storytelling in that sense. I've illustrated it with this picture here. However, I do understand that this is what got people concerned that Iyo was not making the Mania card. So I decided to change things up on April the 6th, 2026. We have Raw General Manager Adam Pearce comes to the ring to address the constant situation between Iyo Sky and Asuka, especially after those promos we saw earlier. The promos recorded by Asuka and Iyo were just done on phones and posted to their social media pages, but I've added them to this video because I'm acting like they were actually part of the televised program, thus adding more build to a potential Iyo Sky versus Asuka WrestleMania match. Adam Pearce comes out, gets on the mic, and announces the match immediately. Asuka comes out to interrupt, to protest the match happening. Iyo Sky also comes out with a microphone to cut a very short promo on how she's going to take care of Asuka. Later that same night, we still get the match between Rhiyo and B-Fab and Michin, with Jade Cargill accompanying them.
And you're waiting for that fuse that's finally going to set this thing off.
Is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the team of Iyo Sky and Ripley.
The former tag champs are in action. Rhea's back on Raw. Tag action live next.
day's storm is coming.
And their opponents, accompanied by the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill, the team of B-Fab and Michin.
Iyo, we were once a family, but you tried to take everything away from me. お前は自分勝手にこの絆をぶっ壊して家族をバラバラにしたよな。お前が出て行った後も帰りまでわしから奪おうとしたよな。愛してたんやで、あんたのことを。わしが WWE に来たんはお前と帰りのために傷を道を切り開くためやったんや。全部犠牲にしてお前らに最高のチャンスをくれてやったんや。感謝しろなんて一度も言うてへん。全部愛があったからやったことや。でもな、気づいたわ。愛しすぎたんやな。お前はわしの優しさにつけ込んだんや。利用したんや、わしを。ほんでわしの心臓をえぐり出そうとしたんや。許されへんな。わしはいつまでもお前の先輩や。いいよ、先輩としてな、リングで最後の教えを叩き込んだれ。Iyo, I'll take everything away from you.
Interesting. Iyo, listen, of course, to that because she's in the ring getting set for this tag match. Rhea Ripley involved as well. You see Jade Cargill out there, the current WWE champion. Rhea and Jade on a collision course for the WWE Women's title at Wrestlemania. Corey, I still cannot figure out this whole relationship between B-Fab, who's going to start this match off against Rhea Ripley, and Michin and Jade Cargill. They were bitter enemies for the longest time.
You ever hear the old saying, if you can't beat them, join them, Cole? Ooh, Michin.
And now B-Fab looking to plant Iyo Sky, who turns it into a pinning combination. And Iyo picks up the win!
Here are your winners, the team of Rhea.
Oh, man! Oh, you expected this to happen. Jade Cargill picking her spot and now directing traffic as Michin and B-Fab beat down Iyo Sky.
But I've added an extra scene of Asuka and Kairi having tension backstage, since we didn't actually technically get any matches with them that night. Okay, so there's really nothing to fear. Despite the fact that Iyo is still involved in the Rhea versus Jade Cargill feud, Iyo now has a confirmed WrestleMania match against Asuka, and it's confirmed several weeks before.
Michin bringing the fight to Jade's cohorts, her baddies. First taking out B-Fab backstage before Michin spilled the tea, and Jade Cargill decided to return the favor, taking out Rhea's friend and former tag team partner Iyo Sky. The Storm with a statement on SmackDown. Yeah, Iyo Sky was going to be worse for wear if it wasn't for the arrival of Rhea Ripley. And again, WrestleMania these two go at one another for the WWE title.
Jackie Redmond backstage with Iyo Sky. Iyo, we have seen you come to the aid of your good friend Rhea Ripley multiple times over the last few weeks. But after your match on SmackDown against Jade Cargill, is there anything that you want to say?
I lost, but I don't regret fighting for my friend. And at WrestleMania, no one will be rooting for Rhea Ripley more than Iyo Sky.
Okay.
Rhea is not your family. なんか言わすねん、ボケ。I haven't forgotten about you or Kairi. Kairi, you don't have to listen to this. Kairi, 目覚ましなさい、黙る。Kairi is loyal to her senpai. She'll prove it tonight against you. Right, Kairi? Right, senpai. Good girl. Come on.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Iyo Sky.
Impromptu matchup made official by our general manager, Adam Pearce. Iyo Sky has been trying to talk some sense into Kairi Sane as of late. Maybe she's going to try to beat it into her. Iyo, Kairi, live next here on Netflix. Iyo Sky, Corey, has been trying to talk some sense into Kairi Sane. She understands that this has been a rather abusive relationship between Asuka and Kairi over the past number of months.
No. Iyo perceives that to be the case.
So do I. So do I.
Okay, so you can just cast aspersions on what goes on behind the scenes, behind closed doors. All we know is that Kairi Sane is loyal to her senpai Asuka. And why wouldn't you be? Asuka, one of the most decorated women wrestlers in history. One of the most dominant champions WWE has ever known.
So you've obviously been buying into all this propaganda that Asuka's been spewing for the past few months.
Why is it propaganda?
Because she sort of twisted the story so it's the way that she sees it. Other people have a much different version, including the woman in the ring.
Next thing you're going to tell me, I can't believe the news. Ready to walk the plank, Cole?
I'm ready.
And her opponent, accompanied by Asuka, representing Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane.
Can't wait to talk about this story and the history between the three of these women. Asuka claims that Iyo Sky stabbed her in the back, which has led to all these problems over the past year or so. Iyo's got a much different take.
And why do you believe every word Iyo Sky says as if her tongue is notarized?
Well, I think she comes across as much more trustworthy than the other two.
Because you're biased. You're a fanboy.
And I feel sorry for Kairi as well.
She thinks she's a pirate, Cole. She's got bigger issues.
Tonight, Asuka, of course, will be at ringside in the corner of Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, former tag team champions. Asuka says it is time for Iyo to finally pay for her actions. Back in Japan, when Iyo Sky was coming up, Asuka was her senpai, or her senior in the Koei system. Iyo Sky being the junior. Nice takedown by Kairi Sane as she pounds away on Iyo Sky. Asuka claims that she never treated Iyo Sky like the junior. Tag teamed with her, wanted to treat her as an equal, and she believes that over the years, Iyo Sky got too big for herself and finally abandoned Asuka and Kairi. And Asuka now trying to regroup with Iyo outside the ring. I should say Kairi.
Oh, look at this. We got a literal tug of war over the Pirate Princess. Oh! High impact collision. Iyo might have had her bell rung there. And now all Kairi has to do is finish the job.
Iyo driven into the steel steps by Kairi, and Asuka likes what's going on here. Remember, she forced Kairi Sane into this match against Iyo tonight.
And Kairi is thriving right now. I think Kairi Sane might consider thanking Asuka for getting this match booked in the first place. I'm telling you, I think we're seeing something special out of Kairi Sane tonight. You know who we can thank? The Empress of Tomorrow.
And Iyo's caught up now on the top rope. Oh no! Asuka driving Iyo Sky into the ring post.
Unbelievable. I can't believe Iyo's still conscious.
Here's Rhea Ripley, Iyo's friend, making sure Asuka doesn't get involved. Ripley looking for Riptide. Jade Cargill from behind, the WWE champion who faces Ripley on Sunday.
Jade letting Rhea know it's me you have to worry about, not Asuka this weekend.
And now Iyo Sky coming to the aid of Rhea, taking out the champ. Kairi missed with a back fist, and Iyo caught her with a kick. Sky gonna go up top. And Asuka again getting involved. The official never saw it. Kairi rolls up Iyo. Kairi with the win, thanks to Asuka.
Here is your winner, Kairi Sane.
The moral of the story, Michael Cole, mind your own business.
Maybe you're onto something. Asuka ecstatic, the victory for Kairi Sane here tonight over Iyo Sky.
Asuka, ladies, the floor is yours.
Asuka. いや、Asukaさん。私はこの争いをずっと避けてきた。あなたも知ってるでしょう。あなたはあなたが言う通り、私の先輩です。そして師匠です。I looked up to you. I loved you. あなたが私に過去どんな仕打ちをしてこようとも、私は今もあなたを心からリスペクトしてます。私はこの戦いを望んでなかった。ましてやこんな風になるなんて。But you have changed. 変わってへん。変わった。No, it has. 私が憧れてたアスカはもういない。Now, I have to fight you.
わしはずっとお前の先輩やし、これからもそうやね。WWE でのお前の成功を連れてきたんもずっとわしやないかい。自分の選択をしただけやなくて、帰りまで腐らせやがってよ。
Once again, you continue your disrespect.
わしの知ってる教えたイオはもうここにはおらへんっていうことやな。あ？ The person sitting here, who are you?
お前誰やねん。わしが教えたイオはどこにおんねん。プレイヤーの。お前は一体誰やねん。This Iyo is my biggest disappointment. わかるかこの屈辱を。I'm done with Iyo Sky. I'm gonna cut you out of my life. For good.
わかった。I am ready for Asuka.
Two matches at WrestleMania 42 are swapped over, so I'm keeping the card of Mania 42 mostly the same, except for adding Asuka vs Iyo, but Rhea Ripley vs Jade Cargill must be on night 1, the same place where Liv vs Stephanie Vaca took place. This is because the result is totally unaffected and I can still have Iyo interfere in that match. It's quite necessary, in fact. And Rhea Ripley can still win the WWE Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley vs Jade Cargill must happen though before Iyo vs Asuka. And in real life, Rhea Ripley vs Jade Cargill was one of the very last matches, and if that happens in this rebooking, that screws everything up. So the match that takes place at that spot will be the Liv Morgan-Stephanie Vaca match. Neither of the results are affected. Before the match at WrestleMania, we get one more backstage segment with Asuka and Kairi, the Kabuki Warriors, where Asuka tells Kairi to remain backstage. Kairi is disappointed because she wanted to be part of WrestleMania, but Asuka's getting concerned that Kairi's loyalties are not where they should be.
The genius of the sky is landed.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Iyo Sky.
Iyo Sky is one of the most dynamic superstars in the WWE today, and she's about to take to the skies above WrestleMania.
Iyo's always delivered incredible matches and unforgettable moments. And tonight, she's showcasing all that talent on the grandest stage of them all.
How many women can say they defeated Bianca Belair or Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania? And Iyo beat both of them on the same night.
An unforgettable match, that's for sure. And Iyo is ready to deliver another WrestleMania classic tonight.
enter the Empress. Nobody makes an entrance quite like Asuka.
The foe is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Kairi Sane from Osaka, Japan.
One of the most complete athletes WWE has ever seen. Asuka really brings it all to the table.
Asuka's a force of nature. With her elite technical knowledge and blistering strikes, she doesn't just perform in the ring, she commands.
Absolutely unfazed. She just knows how dangerous she is.
She is not someone to ever take lightly, and she plans to prove that again tonight.
If you've watched the original version of this video, I originally used WK footage for this match. In this version I decided I would finally use real footage of the match they had at Backlash, just because I thought it looked better. However, I've not been able to use the commentary. Skip to about 1 hour 21 if you do not wish to see the whole match. That's the point where Kairi comes rushing in. In a moment, Iyo's going to hit the over-the-moon salt. Then I start to change the footage where Asuka counters it into an Asuka lock. Kairi will then run in and the rest of the story will follow from there. I'm not going to talk during that whole section, I'm just going to let you watch so I don't ruin the impact of what happens.
Is ready for Asuka. There it is! The Asuka lock is applied by the Empress. She has it cinched. The Empress, moments from
So what you just saw at WrestleMania 42 was Asuka defeating Iyo Sky, which means now we have a situation where Asuka has now got her WrestleMania moment. She has won a championship at WrestleMania. A lot of people complain that Asuka's never got a win at WrestleMania, let alone win a championship. And this, I feel, is really key. It's a big moment for her. Not only is it something Asuka deserves to have in her career, but it also increases the impact of Kairi's face turn here. See, it's going to look like this should have been Asuka's biggest moment of her career, and from Asuka's perspective, it looks like Kairi has ruined it. This, honestly, I feel should have been the direction WWE went in. Anyway, let's move on to Raw after Mania. Because, as you've seen, obviously I've broken up the Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania 42, which in my opinion is what they should have done, since the breakup of the Kabuki Warriors should have been a massive moment. I can't use the Kabuki Warriors here, so the match here is a rematch effectively between Rhiyo and B-Fab and Michin. Jade Cargill is not here because in my version of the story she is now sulking as a result of losing the championship. For the sake of time, I'm not going to show it here, but effectively Rhiyo get the win. What I wanted to show in this short little backstage segment is that Kairi's not completely off the hook, despite turning babyface. Sometimes new babyfaces still have to face consequences for their actions during their time as heels.
Let's just try not to make it forever, okay? You handle your business here, and I'll go be the champion that SmackDown needs.
You got this. Good luck. Rhyo is forever.
I like you too. You be safe.
You too.
And so that is where this episode of Raw concludes. What's really ironic here is I've accidentally, and I did not mean to do this, written it in such a way where the releases actually happened that very Friday on SmackDown after this episode in reality. And if I wanted to factor in Kairi's release into this story, I could actually do so if I wanted to, because I've actually written a storyline reason for her to disappear at this point. I could do that, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to act like Kairi wasn't released, and the story continues. Oh boy, we are in uncharted waters now. For Monday the 27th of April, we're going to have a match between Iyo Sky and Becky Lynch, just like we had in real life. Except there's a major difference here. Neither woman has the Women's Intercontinental Championship. so the title is not on the line. We're not going to get the promo from Becky. It means we're going to lose the Iyo Janetti line. It's going to be advertised as a #1 contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. As to who faces Asuka next, Iyo being the previous challenger and Becky wanting her title back.
Here comes the man! When you're Becky Lynch, every night is a perfect one to start a fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland. Oh man! Becky Lynch!
Becky Lynch, just a fighter through and through, in and out of the ring. Everything she does is with such gritty passion.
Always full of fire, the man throws all of herself at her opponents every time she steps into the ring.
And obviously she's earned the titles to prove that to anyone who doubts her.
Iyo Sky is here to show who's really in charge. A woman who has reached the top of WWE but still demands your respect.
And representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, Iyo Sky!
Iyo becomes more vengeful, more vicious as each opponent suffers her wrath.
Well, this is the Iyo Sky era, and you must understand Iyo will do whatever she deems necessary to maintain her position as a champion and main event competitor in WWE. Iyo is one of the premier aerialists in the game today.
A former Miss Money in the Bank who knows all about gold. Iyo's held women's singles and tag team championships in NXT and WWE.
Super kick by Sky. Yeah! And now Iyo! Becky! Backbreaker! Cover! And Becky just survives! Oh! Tornado DDT. Well, Iyo Sky didn't have time to prepare either. And Iyo putting Becky in position. Sky now gonna head up to the top rope. Looking for the over the moonsault. Becky got her boots up. Nasty landing for Iyo. Lynch now. Manhandle slam. Becky. Cover. Iyo still in it. Becky thought that was it. Becky heading up to the top rope. Iyo Sky back to her feet. Oh no. Becky Lynch lands on the top turnbuckle and tumbles to the apron and the floor. Iyo has acquired the target. And Asuka moonsault by Iyo Sky takes out Becky Lynch. And now Iyo scrambling, trying to get the champion back in. Now Iyo Sky, who right now is defenseless. And the Asuka lock is cinched in. And Iyo with nowhere to go. Asuka continues to torture Rhio. Iyo writhing and screaming in pain. Somebody's got to separate these two.
She's out. She's out. You gotta let her go, Asuka.
And finally, thank goodness the official was there. Iyo learning the hard way. You betray the Empress of Tomorrow at your own peril. We'll get
goodness, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, standing tall.
Later that evening, Kairi Sane goes into Adam Pearce's office to request a match we've all been longing to see. For the sake of understanding this video, I'm posting all the text here in English, but actually they'd be saying all this in Japanese with English subtitles. Here we arrive at the end of episode 7, so now the story has gone in a totally different direction. Asuka faced Iyo Sky at Wrestlemania for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Whether the championship was there or not, as this story technically still works without it, it really should have happened. There was time, it was all there, and it should have been. Many also wanted Kairi's face turn to be at WrestleMania. However, many also wanted Asuka to get her first win at WrestleMania, and it would have been difficult to pull both off. Kairi and Iyo's fans wanted Kairi to cost Asuka the match, but Asuka's fans were desperate to ensure Asuka got a Mania win because they didn't want her to go to a 6-0 loss record. I'm sure WWE really racked their brains wondering how they could get around this problem. Sarcasm slightly intentional. Well, the appropriate response was not to avoid having the match altogether. The answer, in my view, was to have Kairi show loyalty to Asuka one more time. That's where I felt the setup was going, based on the last match we had. And then do the turn right after the match, while at the same time, all of this still makes Iyo look strong with a pass out and her getting back on her feet. That was my goal. Championship or not, this could have been done. And now, we have a setup for Kairi vs Asuka at Backlash. It's a big moment for Kairi, as she now goes in with new momentum, a slightly new attitude, without taking away her funny pirate princess character that people love. Side note here, she doesn't actually need a new theme, I just did that because I thought it sounded cool. Here we are, Backlash, May 9th, 2026. Before we get to the match, let's quickly recap the story that brought us here, beginning with what happened, what really happened, and then where I took the story in a different direction. In mid-2025, the Kabuki Warriors reunited, when Asuka saved Kairi Sane from an attack from the Judgment Day, and then together with Iyo Sky, the former Damage Control members, they once again looked like a family. But the reunion wouldn't last. As tensions grew, Asuka became increasingly frustrated with Iyo's friendships and alliances with the likes of Stephanie Vaca, Nikki Bella, and of course, Rhea Ripley. As Iyo's co-high, she questioned Iyo's loyalty, became possessive of the people around her, and began pushing away from anyone she viewed as a threat. Kairi Sane, meanwhile, found herself trapped in the middle. Unlike Asuka and Iyo, Kairi didn't want conflict. She just wanted the family to stay together and wanted everyone to get along, but that became more impossible as time went on. After Iyo lost the Women's World Championship, her friendship with Rhea Ripley only intensified Asuka's anger, and eventually, Asuka snapped. Following a match with Rhea Ripley, Asuka attacked both Rhea and Iyo, completing a heel turn and beginning a rivalry that would define the next several months. Kairi Sane originally tried to keep the peace, but became a victim of the situation. Whenever Asuka demanded loyalty, Kairi gave it and complied. And Kairi convinced herself there had to be a reason. Loyalty slowly became control, and that control became abuse. Kairi herself was forced to attack Iyo and Rhea. Over the following months, the Kabuki Warriors found success together. They won the Women's Tag Team Championships. They worked together in the War Games match. But behind what was going on, the relationship was gradually beginning to deteriorate. Asuka began to blame Kairi for every setback. Every loss and every mistake, nothing Kairi ever did was good enough. Asuka would even contradict herself. One week she'd say she did good, and then the next week she'd go back to the abuse as always. By early 2026, Kairi had become little more than a tool for Asuka's ambitions. It was after the Elimination Chamber that I chose to take the story in a different direction. Asuka captured the Women's Intercontinental Championship from AJ Lee, but her behaviour only became worse. Kairi Sane legitimately believed that with Asuka winning a singles championship, that Asuka would be okay again, but that wasn't to be the case. Kairi still got constantly criticised and belittled, reminded that she only existed because Asuka allowed it. The one person who refused to give up on her was Iyo Sky. Despite everything that happened between them, Iyo continued to try and help Kairi see the truth, feeling that she deserved better. This eventually led to a conflict at Wrestlemania, in which Kairi still showed loyalty to Asuka. Iyo Sky challenged Asuka for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and it could have gone either way. It was a very even match. But after Kairi came out to try and see what was going on, to try and get involved, wanting to be a part of WrestleMania, she distracted the referee. The referee missed Iyo reaching for the ropes. Asuka took advantage and retained the championship as a result. For a moment, it looked like the story would end the same way it kept on ending. Asuka victorious and Kairi obedient, Iyo being defeated. But then Asuka made a mistake. She refused to stop torturing Iyo. because she just couldn't get over the fact that Iyo had moved on from her, that Iyo was trying to help Kairi. Asuka couldn't get over the fact that Iyo was the first Japanese woman to win at WrestleMania. Asuka's victory may have been for the championship, but she wanted to teach Iyo a lesson. The referees couldn't stop her, and eventually, Kairi couldn't watch any longer. Kairi had stayed silent, even helping Asuka in attacking Iyo and Rhea for all these months. But she had lived in fear, until finally, she'd seen enough. She said enough, having once again told Kairi that she did good because Kairi had helped her retain the title at Mania. Asuka snapped again, contradicted herself, and slapped Kairi in the middle of the ring. In the middle of WrestleMania, Kairi snapped. For the first time in nearly a year, she fought back. She stopped being afraid. Asuka realized she could no longer control her. The following weeks only intensified the conflict. Asuka blamed Kairi for ruining her WrestleMania moment, but Kairi refused to be intimidated. And when Asuka attempted to blind her with the mist, Kairi showed that she knew Asuka better than anyone, protecting herself and turning Asuka's mind games against her. For the first time, Asuka ran away. And now we arrive at Backlash. Asuka enters as Women's Intercontinental Champion. Kairi enters as the challenger. But this match is about far more than a championship. For years, Kairi lived in Asuka's shadow, under Asuka's control, was manipulated and humiliated, and blamed for every failure and denied the success. Tonight she has the chance to change everything. Not just to win the championship and defeat Asuka, but to prove to everybody she was never just the sidekick. One story ends tonight. Either Asuka tightens her grip once and for all, or Kairi Sane finally truly becomes the captain. This is Backlash. This is Asuka versus Kairi Sane for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
The Empress is here for war. Asuka operates on a totally different level.
So dangerous, so unpredictable. Asuka is one of the all-time greats.
There's always something a bit unnerving about Asuka. It's not just one thing, it's everything, man.
The sinister grin, the menacing face paint, with the always looming threat of that mist. Yeah, I'd say Asuka's unnerving. Absolutely unfazed. She just knows how dangerous she is. She is not someone to ever take lightly, and she plans to prove that again tonight.
It's about to get insane out here. Don't let the dancing fool you. Kairi Sane is dangerous, man. Sane has had such an incredible career in Japan and in the WWE. She's just always on point in the ring.
Yeah, and Kairi has made it known that she's looking to climb back on top of the women's division.
Yeah, but before that, we're going to see her climb that turnbuckle and do something insane, man.
Beware Asuka's quick, vicious strikes. They can knock out an opponent in an instant. Well, these two superstars, really rough history, do not like one another. And a stare down in the center of the ring.
Yeah, good job by our official to get these two separated before the bell.
An intense stare down and a few words exchanged. Gotta wonder what was said.
Well, we just had a stalemate of intimidation. Neither one of these two backing down.
There wasn't a flinch between them. This match is all business. Well, this match has started, and you always love to see that mutual appreciation before the bell.
That was a fine show of sportsmanship, but trust me, when tensions start running high and the pressure rises, there won't be a whole lot of sportsmanship left in that ring.
Turns it around, sole of the foot meets the start.
Big lockup.
Maneuvers out of that to gain some control of their own. Able to get out of it and ground things with a headlock.
Great counter, and that controls the pace. And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Goes for a headlock.
Turns it around and gains control with the wrist lock.
Slips out with the counter and able to apply the hammerlock.
She manages to maneuver herself out of harm's way.
And Asuka gets stopped in her tracks.
Irish whip reversed. Off the rope, head scissors applied, down they go.
Good night.
What a stunner.
Into the cover, but is it enough? She was close to the end there.
Just barely, but it counts.
Ooh, she puts the brakes on that.
Zeroing in on the throat.
She's locked in, about to go for the kill.
With a flurry of strikes all over the body.
Around him. And shoulders down, this might do it. Kick out. She still has life.
So late into the match and still able to kick out. Incredible.
A jumping stomp to the gut.
Smashed with a forearm.
Asuka shoulders her down. Shoulder shoots up before two.
She still got gas in the tank. I don't know how, but she does.
There's Kairi. Take off. Lands the crossbody.
Kairi Sane with a little power display. And look, she's going for the victory. Wards off the pin at 2.
She mustered everything she had to kick out there.
Effective counter. Oh, what a kick. Bang to the neck.
Asuka got all of her.
Goes for the pin. She kicks out. I don't believe it. Sane displaying a great amount of fortitude. Almost an act of instinct to kick out of that.
Asuka needs to redial that trademark intensity of hers, as that last attack was clearly not enough.
And able to evade the offense.
Oh, and once again, she's put on the back foot.
Getting deeper and deeper into this match. Really starting to feel the pressure here. Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way. Here we go.
Through the air. And connects.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, did it pay off.
Time to back up as the announce desk gets cleared.
Oh my!
Oh, cracked hard with that table.
Time to back up. This action is getting a little too close for comfort.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
The official's count is getting as close as you can cut it.
Power from the suplex. A slap.
Back and forth we go.
Now Sane catches her by surprise.
No quick these two battle up.
Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Ooh.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Delivers the knee. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Oh, so hard, it shook the whole tape.
Oh, no, she's got her on our announce table. This is not going to end well, gentlemen. What does she have in mind?
Ooh, one step ahead there. Using the table to cause some serious damage.
Oh, it's gone.
Up across the shoulder. That was nasty.
And now just buried underneath the rubble of our announce desk.
And they could be buried down there for a long time.
The WWE Universe is on their feet.
Sane about to launch into orbit.
And that's not what she was looking for there.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
Effective head scissors takedown.
Arm wringer. Oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in. It's the crossface.
Ah, she's trapped here. She's completely trapped in the... Oh, look at this. Ah, just breaks the grip, delivers an elbow, and just like that, she's back out of it. A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. How this match is still going on defies all reasoning.
This could do it.
Lift off.
Oh, took a flight, but crashed like the jet, man.
That unraveled on Asuka.
Leapfrog. Double up kick to the face.
And she quickly turned that around.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Oh, leg lariat.
Stretching every part of the arm there.
And that was offense with a powerful purpose.
Oh, now she's looking to this submission maneuver. Boston Crab, the pressure's on.
Agony up. Half crab rolls on her back, and that'll help her break. Asuka setting up.
Asuka's next move might be the last one she needs.
Asuka, oh no, Asuka lock, Asuka lock.
Asuka lock, Asuka lock. Nowhere to go. Matter of time.
Wait. Are you kidding me?
How did she break the Asuka lock?
This is it. This is that moment. We're all seeing an all-time classic right here.
Oof, smacked by the back fist.
Getting put against the turnbuckles. A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever because incoming, massive superplex!
Saw what was coming. Got out of harm's way.
Is victory close? This could be it. Foot on the bottom rope. She's making her way to the top turnbuckle.
From the heavens. Whoa, look out.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home. Punctuating it all with one last stomp. Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Holding the wrist and kicking away is Asuka. What a counter! Kairi thinking big.
Wants to finish this.
Sane about to launch into orbit. Good Lord! Taking flight.
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
And the cover. Almost had her.
She's alive. She's alive. Might want to try some holy water and garlic to take her out now. My goodness.
Right into the ring post. What impact?
A stomp to the gut turns things around.
Knees meet face.
Sane won't withstand that.
And they're still in this.
Kairi Sane showing incredible backbone. Able to get the shoulder up before the final.
And look at this. Asuka getting her opponent into a hole.
And this hold is absolutely torture. Working on the Achilles, but not for long.
Kairi Sane looking to lock in a submission. There it is. The anchor has dropped.
Struggling to get out of this submission. Struggling to avoid all the
anchor submission. And she managed to find a way out.
That could make an opening for her.
And crucifix now. Looking for the win, but being denied in the process. Here we are, hooked for the 3.
And she fights it off.
Obviously still has some fight left. Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
There's Kairi turning the table. Kairi Sane with some good timing here.
Sane about to launch into orbit. Insane elbow.
Going back to the well once again.
2. It wasn't enough. She kicked out.
I don't often doubt Asuka, but I doubted her ability to kick out there. Lucky for her, I was proven wrong.
And Kairi needs to keep her composure now. She can't allow her frustration to alter her strategy. Wards that off.
Lifted to the top rope.
Uh-oh, going up top. This isn't going to be good. Vicious back suplex. Anything Asuka is trying is being suppressed.
Asuka's defenses are being mowed down.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Going blow for blow, each one getting stiffer.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
No one is holding back here. Going all out. Bam! Boom!
Both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line.
Oh, that blow just tipped the scales in their favor.
Alabama slam. Kairi Sane cleared for takeoff. Insane elbow.
Kairi ending this fight right there.
Kairi Sane from the ropes. Insane elbow finds the mark.
That is going to keep Asuka down.
Man, what a win. What a hard-fought win tonight.
So Kairi Sane has won the Intercontinental Championship, a championship she really should have had the opportunity to compete for, and possibly win, since she would have been the ideal candidate. I'll explain in my final speech why I chose to do this. But basically what happens here, I'm not going to add all the commentary, but essentially it's very, very similar to what we got at the end of the real Backlash. Only we get a reunion between all three of them here. And so we end the story here, the same way the story ended in real life. Asuka has turned back into a babyface, embraced and reunited with her kohai, or in this case kohais, has taken her suitcase to go into the sunset away from the WWE for a while, going on hiatus and leaving Iyo to carry the legacy. It was an emotional, if somewhat bittersweet ending, and I liked how it was to a certain degree in real life. Only one thing was missing, and it left everything feeling very incomplete, and I couldn't get past that. That's why I decided to make this video series, so that I, and anyone else who felt the same way I did, had a way of seeing a more complete version of the story we all wanted. I will be honest, I was watching WWE for way more than just this one storyline for several years, but it was in fact Kairi's real-life release that broke the camel's back for me, was the final straw. You can tell by now I was incredibly invested in this storyline, and kept tuning into it regardless of every flaw or fumble they had down the road going all the way back when it started, and it did start off brilliantly. The reason I chose to rebook it from Elimination Chamber is because I specifically wanted there to be a payoff at Wrestlemania of some sorts, and I feel the weeks leading to Mania were where the worries about whether it would happen or not started to happen, so I wanted to make this in a way to ensure it did happen. I tried my very best to make sure I didn't bury any wrestler, and I hope I haven't. It sucks a little bit that I had AJ Lee lose the Intercontinental Championship so close after winning it, but I feel that neither she or Becky Lynch really needed it, and I was able to elevate that feud as well on the side. I felt the need to put a title in this feud because honestly, I felt WWE hadn't quite treated Asuka right. She had lost far too frequently prior to Backlash, and I wanted to give her back some needed credibility so the stakes were actually higher by the time we got to that Backlash match, so that Kairi's victory would end up meaning a lot more. Was my booking perfect? No. There really should have been a triple threat match between the three of them somewhere. Yeah, I just couldn't find a place to fit it without going back in time even further, and wanting to go down the realistic booking route and changing as little as possible, I needed to ensure that I accommodated Asuka taking a hiatus from the WWE after Backlash, and therefore I had a time limit to work with. In an ideal scenario, I would have made the Kairi, Asuka and Iyo ending up being more of a trilogy of matches rather than just the two we got, and it probably would have gone on for a couple more months. My booking may have seemed a bit rushed at the end, but that's just how it was. And in a way, it did kind of get a bit rushed in the last 2 weeks in real life anyway. Speaking of bookings, in an ideal world, it's not just Chamber onwards that really should have been changed. If I had more freedom, more time, and I was a better booker and stuff, I'd go back even further. I personally wouldn't have involved Becky and AJ Lee at the Survivor Series War Games and had Bayley and Lyra instead, because when you added Becky, Lynch and AJ Lee, it became all about them and not Iyo Sky and Asuka like it should have been. After all, they're the ones the story started around. But to add Bayley and Lyra, which would have made just as much sense at the time, you would have had one of them turn heel, and doing that would have opened up a huge can of worms. One of them would have been acting as heels all the way through, and you would have had to have changed the story that led to the tag team title match at Mania, and it would have all just got very messy. I wouldn't have just been rebooking one storyline, I would have been rebooking about 4 or 5. The series would have been going on for about 6 months, and I wanted to get this whole thing out before the supposed 90 days clause for Kairi Sane was up. Simply because I didn't want to lose too much relevancy. I didn't actually start proper work on this series until Asuka left after Backlash. I thought about doing it right after Kairi's release, but I didn't, just in case of the odd chance she did pop up at Backlash and do an R-Truth. After all, she was trending for 2 weeks on Twitter, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. I think she'll be very successful wherever she goes because of all this. Despite me writing the story after Asuka left, I can share with you that there's a scenario I created for WrestleMania 42 with the Asuka lock after the Asuka's Mania victory, the slaps, the events of the 2 Raws after, well except for the Becky Iyo match, I couldn't have predicted that, but everything that was actually going on was kind of in my head anyway as some sort of fantasy scenario I created for myself, going on around about Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber time anyway. So basically, what I have created here is not what I think should, based on retroactively speaking. This is what I was kind of looking forward to seeing and hoping would happen already before we even got there. But I wasn't going to put anything like this out, and I never thought I'd actually have to share or implement my ideas. because I honestly thought WWE were going to do something better than what I came up with. But it does explain how I was able to write this so quick, because it was based on ideas I already had. Many people wanted Asuka to have that WrestleMania moment, something she's not had yet. For Asuka versus Iyo, two Japanese women, to be facing each other at Mania would have been a first time ever. And Hikari's face turn and push to be, as a solo star, to be at this point. This was the way I fantasized them accomplishing all this, pleasing almost as many people as possible. It's just such a shame that this wasn't to be reality. Speaking of Kairi's solo push, well, in my head, based on what I've booked, her next match after this would be a title defense against Becky Lynch at Clash in Italy, which was similar to what we had at Clash in Italy with Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka. Then after that happens, regardless who wins, Sol Ruka can get involved and we can get close to the IC title eventually going to Sol Ruka and getting to a back to reality booking. If somebody else wants to continue the story from that point on, be my guest, but for me, I'm going to leave it here, having expressed everything I personally could. I want to thank anybody who has gone through this journey with me. I hope you found this somewhat enjoyable, found some solace in all this. Despite some obstacles I had to overcome, yeah, I have, I'm probably going to distance myself from WWE stuff for a while and focus on other projects I've got going on. So until I feel like I'm ready to get back into engaging in some sort of wrestling again, as Kairi said, I'll set sail in my own time. Take care everyone and stay well.